A lot of companies and even sports teams like the Rockets are trying to figure out how to handle business in China as the Hong Kong protests continue. Let's connect the dots. Apple is a really good example of the tough decision American companies are facing. Support free speech and the protesters in Hong Kong and risk losing millions, if not billions of dollars, or side with China and risk being branded as stooges of a brutal regime. Apple appears to have sided with China, pulling an app called HK Map Live, which protesters and residents were using to locate police during demonstrations. So why does that matter to you? Experts say it's because of Apple's size. App developers will realize Apple won't offer their products if it angers China in some way, and will self-censor, meaning the Chinese government is influencing the apps Americans can download. Experts say you could see the same consequences at other companies and with other products. Connecting the dots, I'm Jason Miles for H-Town Rush.